Hello everyone. Let us continue learning C++ programming. In our previous parts of the video, we discussed a lot in detail about namespaces, templates, and exception handling in C++ programming. Hope the idea of templates is clearly understood. The C++ standard template library is a very powerful set of C++ templates classes to provide general purpose classes and functions that implements many popular and commonly used algorithms and data structures like vectors, pairs, queue, dequeue, maps, stacks, and much more. At the core of C++ standard template library, there are three well-structured components, and those are number one, the containers. Containers are used to manage collections of objects of a certain kind. There are several different types of containers such as vectors, pairs, maps, hash, and more. And the second type of components are algorithms, where an algorithm acts as a container. They provide the means by which you will perform initialization, searching, sorting, and transforming the contents of the containers. And the third components are iterators. Iterators are used to step through the elements of the collection of objects. These collections may be a container or a subset of a container. We will discuss in detail about all the components of the standard template library in the upcoming videos. In this video, we'll start with some of the container libraries. And the first of all the container libraries we are going to see pairs. Pair in C++ standard template library is a simple container that is defined in the header file of utility and which is consisting of two data elements or objects. The first element is referred as first and the second element is referred as second, and the order is fixed. Pair is used to combine together two different values which may or may not be of different data types. Pair provides us a way to store two heterogeneous objects as a single unit. Pair can be assigned, copied, and compared. The array of objects allocated in a map or a hash map are types of pairs by default, by which all the first elements are unique value associated with their second value object. To access these elements, we use variable names followed by a dot operator followed by the keyword of first or second. Let us have a quick look at the syntax of the pairs. So let's start with our filing system here. I'll save this file as pairs.cpp. And this is your syntax of pairs, where you call the name of pair, followed by the template library of two data types, followed by the pair name, which commonly act as a variable name. In order to begin, let's start with our header file, iostream, and using the namespace, standard namespace, and we are beginning with our main function here. Before in hand, we are supposed to include the header file for pairs, which is the utility. And under the main function, let's create our pair, and we are supposed to provide the type names. The first type name I'm providing is int, and the second type name is string. And the name I'm providing here is obj, which stands as the object for this pair. And this can be initialized in multiple ways. The first way is 1, hello. And the way you print the pair is nothing but cout obj dot first and a Newlin character, cout of obj dot second and a Newlin character. To end it, we end with the return 0 statement. And this is one way of accessing the pairs. Let us compile the code with the G++ compiler and call the names pairs.cpp -o pairs as the object name. And as you can very well see, the compilation is pretty much successful. Let's run the file and prints as it is. And the other way of initializing your pairs is, you can call it as equal to with the curly brackets. Compile it, run it again, does the same. It can also be initialized with the help of copying functionality. That is 1, hello. And this I'll name it as OB. I'll create yet another object pair of same type int comma string, which is under the name of obj, which is constructed with the name with the previously existing pair of ob. Let's compile it one more time and run it. It is still the same. So this is another valid way of initializing your pairs. There is yet another way of initializing pair, which is I can make use of the function which is called as make underscore pair, for which I can pass two arguments, 1 comma hello, and this will be made into a pair. And when I compile it, no errors. When I run it, it prints the same. So there are 4 different ways of initializing the pairs in C++ standard template library, and you have seen in all the 4 ways. And in order to access the objects of the pair, under pair we have got 2 components which can be used. The one is the object name dot first and the object name dot second, which is made as a single pair unit. And that's it all about pairs in C++ standard template library. See you in the next part of the video with yet another important topic in C++ STL. Thank you.